What's up, YouTube? Team Yu-Gi-Oh here. I'm giving my deck profile from Ycs San Diego. I went 6-3. I lost round 3 and then the last 2 rounds. It was pretty fun. I don't think I'll ever want to really play sealed as a main event again. Like maybe as a side event, but it's not really that fun. I mean it's pretty fun. Like it's all right, but I'd rather just play with my cards. Because these are just kind of like whatever. I'm just gonna go through the deck. Like, I mean, I learned how to play sealed and everything, so yeah. Cyber Dragon is a good beater, 21 beater. He's just bigger than all the 19 beaters. Ape Fighter, the best 19 beater because he keeps getting bigger. I got him to 2800 once. Card Guard, he's a 1600, but his effect makes him 19. He's really good because he protects your other monsters. Then Toon Gemini Elf is a mini Spirit Reaper. She's the best turn 1 normal. And then you protect her and stuff, and you just like start ripping your opponent's hand out. Doom Cow, negate effects. He's a good 19 beater. Barbaros 19 beater. I also got Skill Drain, so I had him at 3k too. Also, this guy, Bazoo, just start moving cards and then making him monsters and then making him way bigger. He's really good. Xarian Universe, just a piercer. 18 beater, really good too. Those are all the level 4s. And then for the level 3s, I had Trooper and Vortex Trooper. Well, Trooper was like a beater too. But these two, Card Trooper and Vortex Trooper, were the only cards in my sealed packs that said that you got to draw or like search for anything. Obviously, both of these said draw 1 card. So these were the only cards that allowed me to cycle through my deck at all. So I figured I had to play at least some of them so I had some sort of consistency going on. And then for the Monarchs, I played a Behemoth and a Resonator. This guy sits on board because if you play correctly in Sealed, you're not going to ram like 4 monsters on board randomly and then lose to Raigeki. You're going to, you know, play slowly with like 1 or 2. And then this guy will usually sit up because he... once per turn, he can't be destroyed by battle. So then you tribute him off for a Monarch. And then this guy, when he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, he comes back in the end phase. And that effect can only happen once. So those two are tribute fodder for the Ryza, which this guy's ridiculously good in Sealed. He's so broken. He's better than Caius. And then you got Skull. This guy's basically summoned Skull, except you pay 500 every standby phase. I drew this guy way more than Ryza. And I wanted Ryza because this guy's just a 25 vanilla pretty much. And I mean, if something that targets him is that, you roll the die, but that's not even relevant. Like, Ryza is so much better. And then I played a 3rd tribute. I only wanted to play 2, but I played the Arcana Force Temperance because I didn't get any battle phase manipulations. This was my 30th card. If I had gotten like a Gorz or a Trag or a Battle Fader, I would not have played this. But this was the closest thing I had to a battle phase manipulation because it's a Karibo. And yeah, it was actually pretty good. It did its job. And then for the broken spells, these were the 2 broken cards I got. I got Raigeki and Change of Heart. They're good. They're really, really good. I really like having 2 of them. And you guys might be like, whoa, you got 2? That's so, I don't know, man, how did you go X3? Well, I played people with 6. I played people with Double Witch, with Ring, Graceful, Premature Burial, Pot of Greed. Like, 2, if you have these, you can play. If you have 6, you shouldn't be losing. And then for, like, attack, changers, attack manipulators, there we go. I had a Chalice because it was good. It was really, really good. Just attack manipulators are huge in this because you don't have a lot of good trap cards. So the attack manipulators are your trap cards. Axe of Despair because it allows you to get over like it allows you to come back pretty much. So you can have a 19 beater in this and then get over their Monarch or something that they're beating you with. Fighting Spirit, when you have a monster that you really don't want to lose, you just equip it to that, or you need to get over a monster because it gains 300 for each monster your opponent controls. And then if that monster can be destroyed by battle, you just destroy that the equip instead. Those are the 2 equips I played, and those are all the spell card manipulators. Shield Crush, a lot of people said it wasn't going to be good, but I just decided to put 1 in, and I think 1 was the correct number. I had a second one that I could have put in, but I didn't. it was dead sometimes, so it was only worth playing the one. Scapegoat just for stalling, it was alright. And then Fiend Sanctuary because I played 3 tribute monsters and I wanted to make sure they were always live. And of course they were in my hand dead sometimes. Shadow Spell is really good because it makes the monsters smaller, so your 19 beaters can run over the big beaters. And it makes, like, it stops attacks and makes them 700 points lower, and they can't change battle position. Skill Successor, this is probably one of this was my favorite trap, probably, because it is just so good. You target one of your monsters, make it 400 points stronger, and then any other turn, so you can activate this in the damage step, and it's another attack manipulator. Any turn other than the turn that this card was like sent to the grave, you can banish it from your graveyard and then make a monster you control gain 800 attack points, which is really good. This card, I milled it with Trooper and stuff. Like, it's so good. It's really, really good. And then I got 2 chains, so apparently I'm a rapper. I don't know why. This was fantastic. I also got a Skill Drain. I played this because I felt it was like a good card, and it was alright. But if I had to do it again and I got like literally 3 more playable cards, I probably would have taken that out. And the Fiendish Chains were really good because they just stopped attacks. They didn't stop effects too much. They stopped a few, like I stopped like Blowback Dragon and some of the Monarchs and stuff. Actually, I stopped a lot of Monarchs with that. And then I got a Compulse, which is really good. I never went minus with this unless I just like this Compulse for game. Then it didn't really matter because I was winning. Other than that, I wouldn't let myself minus with it, and it worked really well that I didn't minus with it. It worked fine. I didn't draw it that much. And then Solemn. Solemn was really broken and sealed. Solemn's just a broken card. It's so good. It won me a game. Actually won me a match in round 7. And then for the Exceeds, I got Gotchi, Leviathan, Utopia, and Parl. Gotchi was useless. I don't have any level 2s, so, I mean, it was completely useless. Leviathan was really good. I really wish I had a second one of him instead of Utopia. I don't think Utopia is that great in Sealed. From my experience, I don't have, like, too much experience, but I don't think Utopia was that great. Pearl was way better. Way, way better. Just that 100 points allows you to get over this guy, the Leviathan, the Utopias, and the Skull Archfiend of Lightning, and I think there's a couple other things that are like 25. It allows, like, there are cards that go up to 25 like Bazoo that just you can't get over. You can't get over this. And then the other cards that I got were Charcoal and Pachi. Originally I put this in so I could like tribute it, but it's just a normal and it wasn't worth it. Psyblocker, Guardian Sphinx. I was thinking of putting that guy in because you flip him and then return all the monsters, but I figured it would just be dead too much. And you know what? Not putting it in was a smart idea because I already had dead tribute monsters in my hand. Zolga, just 7. Why would I put it in? It's just 70 beater. Fabled Raven. I don't want to like minus myself. Mad Reloader, useless. The Amazonist people, like I think I could have put the Sage in at least. I might have done that. And the Trainee, I don't even remember what this guy does. I wouldn't have put this one in. That one's not that good. But I might have put the Sage in just so I could get rid of back rows. That might have been good because that would have been some back row removal. That might have been better to have than maybe like a Skill Drain or maybe Scapegoat. Well, but that would then throw off my ratios even more than they were. My ratios weren't that great. I had 14 monsters, 8 spells, and 7 traps. So I had a lot of monsters. Abyssal King Shark, Gravatic Orb. I didn't really see the use in this card. Phantom of Chaos. Again, I didn't see the use in it. Infected Male. I got 2 of this stupid different Dimension Gate. I didn't see the use in it. I got a second Shield Crush I didn't use, and then a Pixie Ring. That's it. I went 6-3. I lost the last 2 rounds. I just, I lost round 3 to a top deck Axe of Despair. I had 6 cards to his 1 card, and he just Axe of Despair, and I just couldn't. It was just too big. I couldn't get over it, and my next loss, I lost to an opening of Graceful Charity, Premature Burial, and D-Mock. So that was just like, I lose. It doesn't matter. Like, I tried, but I got Ring of Destruction, and I solemned it, and then he solemned my solemn, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I actually tried, but I could not win that game. And then my other loss was the guy that had double witch in his deck. I'm a little salty about the last loss because he should have won the second game, but I had skill drain on the field, and he dropped scores, and I was like, okay, well, I lose. Well, like, I mean, he dropped Gores, and I had skill drain out, and I knew he had the Gores, and I was like, I knew it was gonna be really hard to play around, but I figured I could do it, and I was able to, but he had some random answers or something. I don't really remember what happened, but, you know, he ended up, I'm just gonna get to the part where it got weird. He ended up tributing his Gores for Zaborg while I had skill drain on the field. I then won that game. I'm going to stop there. Yeah, and then I lost game 3 because, well, I just didn't open as well as he did. And I drew, I remember my opening hand was, let me open that game too. No, it was this guy, and I think this is 6. This is 5. This is what I opened like, and then I think I might open like this guy or something. I don't know. It was I'm not sure, but these were 5 of the cards I had in my hand. I think I defeated Shane. Yeah, I defeated Shane, and that was a pretty weird opening. I mean, I was fine. It was a fine opening, but I couldn't do anything with my Cyber Dragon, and then all these cards didn't really do too much, because he had, like, so many answers. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think 6 and 3 is pretty good for first place, yes. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Team Ycs signing out.